Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. How bad is it that the Church of Scotland in Scotland is 6 million in debt, is risking complete extinction, that the local kirks are falling into disrepair, that the I don't know what you call them, ministers, priests, are going unpaid for long periods of time, and that many are losing their parishioners because the churches just aren't opening because there's one minister for maybe six churches and they have to do sort of a weekly round. So you're only going to be in church once every 6 weeks and so forth. Well, so bad is it that this, I don't know, is it Presbyterian? Yes. Calvinist? Yes. Very, very strict church is suffering from this major lack of funding. Whereas south of the border, of course, the Church of England, which is not really a religious group, it's more a social outing, isn't it? It's a lot softer. It doesn't have the strict sort of Presbyterian teachings that you get north of the border. And it isn't doing as well. It isn't doing so well either. But it does have a lot more money because of, should we say, its property portfolio. It generates a lot of money through rental incomes and things. Well, a Tory MP, David Mundell, has said perhaps the Church of England should give some money to the Church of Scotland, pay off its debts, help it out, keep it going. He's saying, well, they're both Christian, they're both Protestant. Yes, they are. But, you know, it doesn't mean one should support the other. If, for example, this particular brand of religion is failing, there must be a reason for it. You can't artificially keep something alive. It may be similar, but it's not the same, and you can't treat it equally. You know, it's equality is it's not real. Equality isn't real. It's something that would be nice, but is impossible. In fact, the only true way you can have equality is for government to interfere to artificially create it, because it is an artificial concept. Justice, of course, is natural. There is the natural justice, and it's evolution, isn't it? If one church is dying, it's because it doesn't appeal anymore. And there must be a reason it doesn't appeal. Perhaps it's because society's moved on from when this church was formed. Calvin was hundreds of years ago, and it was a much stricter time, and people tugged their forelocks at their betters. Only they did it in a Scottish accent. I don't know why I went West Country, but you understand the principle. We don't live in that world anymore, and therefore the church is irrelevant. Let it go. If those people who are religious cared about it, they'd pay their tithe. But nobody pays a tithe to the church anymore, do they? They slip a fiver in. Oh, there you go. And hope to get away with as little as possible. Still, what am I to say? Not my church, not my beliefs. But, you know, you can't keep something going just because it's nice. It's actually got to be wanted. And it's quite clear that this Church of Scotland isn't really wanted anymore. Not by enough people to warrant it anyway. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.